in this lesson, we'll have a look at how you can join and link changes together. So what I want you to do, highlight the word or phrase that's used to change, to join one change to another in this paragraph. So pause here and just highlight or write it down on your notebook. So let's go through the answers. What you should have highlighted is one, after which, that's the first one. Another one is also here, which is before, and then. So these are the three words or phrases that have been used in this paragraph to join one change to another. So here they are. There's also another additional one that you can use, which is and after that. So what these joiners, I call them joiners, what they do is, like I said, they connect one change to another. And by doing that, they're also creating a complex sentence for you. So you're basically killing two birds with one stone. You can also use these linkers. So the linkers are different to joiners in the sense that linkers they come at the beginning of the sentence, not in the middle of the sentence. They come at the beginning of the sentence. So what they're doing is they're connecting the previous sentence to the following sentence, and that's why they're also equally important. So we have one linker here in this paragraph, and that is this was followed by. So this was followed by is a linker that we've used here to connect the previous sentence to the following sentence. So both joiners and linkers are really important in your report, because what they do is they boost your score in cohesion and coherence. So I hope you remember that in cohesion and coherence, you have to link your sentences really smoothly, and this helps you to do that. Now let's have a look at joining changes together more closely. So like I said, these joiners they do that for you. They connect two or three different changes together. So I want you to practice using them now. Go to page 31 and you should find these three different changes on there. And what I want you to do is start the sentence with the price of Bitcoin and then connect all these three changes together into one sentence for me. So remember, all three into one sentence using these joiners. Let's have a look at the answers now. So there are two ways you can write this. The first one is the price of Bitcoin increased slightly to 65%, after which it leveled off and then surged remarkably by 30%. So I'm using two joiners here to connect all three changes together. Or you can say the price of Bitcoin increased slightly to 65% before it leveled off and then surged remarkably by 30%. So these are the two different ways you can use it. Now, before is an exception because the order of the sentence in before can be different. So what you can do is you can basically bring this clause over here before it leveled off to the beginning of the sentence, and then this one to the end of the sentence. So you can say before it leveled off, comma, the price of Bitcoin increased slightly to 65%, full stop. So you stop there if you want to have before at the beginning of the sentence. And then this third change would need to be in a new sentence using a linker. So we'll have a look at before in the next lesson. Now let's do a bit more practice again. So these are the sentences we wrote in Module 2 about tourists visiting the UK. And what I want you to do is to rewrite these sentences so you join and link changes together. So use joiners and linkers to rewrite this into a paragraph for me. Let's have a look at what I wrote. There was a gradual increase in the number of tourists visiting the UK in the first 4 years of the period, from 2% to 5%. This was followed by, is now connecting this sentence to the previous one, by a substantial slump of 3% in 1990, after which it recovered rapidly from 1990 to 1992. So I'm using after which now to connect two different changes together. And as you can see, you can actually have a linker and a joiner in the same sentence. That is fine. And then the next sentence is different, so I'm going to use the linker, however. However, visitor numbers then experienced a slight decline of 1% in 1993, and after that, a joiner, it improved and reached a peak of 7% the following year. The last sentence, I'm just going to use a linker. At the end of the period, there was an unexpected stabilization between 1994 and 1996. So as you can see, this is a lot better than this one. This one is broken. There is no connection between the previous sentence and the next sentence. There are too many simple sentences, and because of that, when you do this, you're creating a nicely linked sentences that are also complex at the same time. So tourists visiting the UK has been now rewritten about 2 times. So remember, the first time there was a lot of repetition in words. So we had the number of tourists, the number of tourists, the number of tourists, to and from and to, from and to. So there was a lot of repetition, and we rewrote that so that we paraphrased those words. And then now we rewrote that again so that it links nicely together. And that brings us to the end of this lesson. So 2 things I want you to take away from this lesson is, 1, to use joiners to link 2 or 3 different changes together. And the second one is to use linkers to link the previous to the following sentence. So if you do these 2 things simultaneously, then that means you will easily get a band 7 in coherence and cohesion, and that will push your band up as well in grammatical range and accuracy.